And we're back live. How you doing, Matt?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. It's freaking cold in here, though, bro.
It's 30 degrees when I got into the car this morning.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's not Arizona weather, is it?
Yeah, we live in Arizona, guys, wherever you're watching from. And typically, we don't deal with cold weather like this.
Not well,
you know?
at least.
No. And so I feel like, I grew up in Seattle, and, it was always cold. But I feel like over the years, because I've been here probably, I don't know, close to 27, 28 years, my blood is thin. That's a real thing.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Anyways, welcome back to our fourth live stream on Review to You. And as we head in here to Christmas, we're about, 10 days, 11 days? No, less, 9 days.
Yeah, I was going to say it's getting pretty close to less than a week almost.
Wow, it's amazing.
Got a lot of shopping left to do, surprisingly.
Oh, my God. How quick did this year go?
Way too fast.
Right?
I think that's another part of getting old. Your blood thins and time travels faster.
Well, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in so far. What do we got here from a count? How many folks do we've got on here? We got Lee Anthony, Patricia. Hello, Patricia. My wife is on here. Let's do this. Thanks, honey. Sunny G's there. We got Weekend Love 69, Sandy Rose. Hello. Celeste loves the tree. Thank you, honey. And then what's the live for from Reyes? What's this live for? What is this live for, Matt?
This one?
I guess. I don't know.
This is our annual Christmas live.
That's right. So let's go through what we're going to get into today, Brandon. So the first thing we're going to go to is the winner's circle. And we've got 3 guest reviewers today that we'll get into. So we thank you, our winner's circle members. And the winner's circle is a part of our membership program here on the channel. And it's a pretty cool thing. Do you have a list, or do you want to run down and say thank you to all of our members?
Sure, we can
Matt?
do that real quick. I don't have the list, but I'm sure you can pull it up.
I'm going to pull it up right now. But the winner's circle, we've got 3 guest reviewers. Then we're going to do the top 10 products of 2022 that we reviewed here on the channel, right? And we're going to reveal our November winners. We'll do a little live Q&A. And then we've got some amazing giveaways here on the live stream as we get into Christmas here. What do we got, 5 today?
Yeah, we pulled out 5 products from the shelf to
what do we
share the wealth. So we got,
what do we got here?
We got a soundbar, we got a LED projector, we got a portable wireless speaker system that includes a mic. So this is gonna be great for karaoke. Soundbar, and then we got a trail cam there in front. So is that 4 or is that 5? I'm counting 5, yeah.
Yeah, and so if you'd like to throw your name in the hat for these one of these, giveaways that we're doing here, just go in the form, the link in the form in the description right below, and click that and just enter your YouTube username and hit enter, and you're in the drawing. And we'll do a drawing here at the end of the live stream today, and it'll be 1 winner per product. Is the way that we're going to do it, right?
Yes.
Like, you can't just be like...
One person can't win all 5.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. So going back to our winner circle guest reviewers as we kind of get into these first 3 reviews, to be a member or be, eligible to do a guest review here on the channel, you've got to be a member of the winner circle, which is our membership program. So I'd like to just say thank you to each and every one of our winner circle members. Sydney Anderson, thank you. Stacy Davis, Sarah Owen, Brooklyn English Bulldog, Sandy Rose, Tabor Tech, C. Lemensky, Joseph Fulmine, Gabrielle Pember. I love saying that name. It's very cathartic. And then email me later. And then our very first was Joe Regis. Thank you.
Yes, thank you all.
From the bottom of our heart, we really appreciate all of your support, members of the Winner Circle. So let's get into this. We've got 3 reviews from 3 of our Winner Circle members. And the first one, so are you going to my screen to look at these products, Brandon? Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. All right. Here we go. So first up was C. Lemensky's review of the Votman car starter. And so what we ask each of our guest reviewers is tell us what you liked about the product, what you didn't like about the product, and how would you score it. And so C. Lemensky has had this now for a little bit, and he likes the size of this unit. He lives in the desert, so he appreciates the fact that it's pretty functional, I guess, when it's 140 degrees out, which is a plus. All right. He says the manual, and what he doesn't like is he says the manual's not great. And while it does have USB ports for charging devices, he said he was unclear if it was a power bank or not for those devices. Yeah. Which I think it is.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think he points out something that's very common with these, I don't know what the proper name is for them, but these Chinese products, right?
Yeah.
95% of the time, it seems, the instructions are horrific.
Yeah.
Like, what do they lack? Available skill sets to be able to write good instruction manuals, or
possibly it could be the English language that they struggle with.
But it seems to me like a huge opportunity to improve or to differentiate your product from other products on Amazon.
Yeah, you would think that tools like Chat GP, is it GPT?
I don't know I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think tools like that could be effective or helpful for those.
Yeah.
But anyways, C. Lemansky, we appreciate the review. He actually gave this a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay, that's not bad.
So I think he was impressed with it. And I think, you know, we've got a smaller version of this, and it's super nice to have one of these in your car, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, because you never know when that battery's going to go dead, especially here where we live in Arizona. The summer heat just crushes your car batteries. Yeah. And it's one of those things that you don't know. There's no telltale signs on when that thing's going to go dead. You know, and to have this unit in your trunk, you know, is a real lifesaver, so to speak.
Yeah, you know, here in Arizona, I'm lucky to get 2-3 years out of a battery. Just last week talking to somebody lives in Pennsylvania, and they just replaced their battery after 14 years. Could you imagine a car battery lasting 14 years?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was possible. So I also have a buddy who uses these jump starters. He builds custom bikes, and he actually will put one of these inside the frame of the bike, and he uses it to power things like a portable radio or 12-volt lights. And I didn't really think about this till he pointed it out to me, but you know, you don't necessarily have to hook this to a car. That's a 12-volt electrical system, right? That you can hook any appliance or device that was meant to be plugged into a car. You could just plug it into this and use it wherever. An example of that might be a paddleboard pump. Say you're going out to the lake and you have a pump that you plug in your cigarette lighter. You don't necessarily need to do that. You could plug it right into one of these things and use it. So there's a lot of alternative uses of these jump starters that are available.
Yeah, no, we appreciate the the review. C. Lemansky, and obviously is a member of the Winner Circle. C. Lemansky and any of our reviewers, when we send them the product, it's theirs to keep.
Of course, yeah.
Right, and so that's one of the benefits of the Winner Circle is that you get to keep the product that we ask you to give us a quick review on. So great job. Thanks, C. Lemansky. We're glad that you're enjoying this thing. So next up is one of our favorites here on the channel, Gabrielle Pember. And Gabrielle was a guest reviewer of the Atom Stack engraving machine. And Matt, I know you've spent some time with this unit. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
So Gabrielle really liked this thing. I believe that she did some Christmas ornaments, and once she got it set up and figured out, she loved it. Her big gripe, and I guess the thing that she didn't like about it, was the software.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was a real challenge to get it set up on her Apple computer. So the fix for her was taking it over to somebody that I'm assuming, Gabrielle, if you're in there, let us know, had a PC. But once she got it set up, she said it was easy breezy. So she liked this thing. Had fun making Christmas decorations with it. I think she made some ornaments, she said, and she scored it an 8 out of 10.
Wow, that's great.
And didn't give it a 10 just for the fact that it was a challenge to set up. And so as we were talking earlier before we went on air, this thing's great, but the software is the challenge, and that's what you experienced as well, right?
Yeah, any sort of maker equipment like this, so whether it's a vinyl cutter, a laser engraver cutter, 3D printer, software is always going to be the biggest hurdle. And I say that because the software is actually made by a different company, and it's really, really complex. It's and then these people who make these maker, equipment, they just bundle the software, tell you to go download the software. So yeah, software is always going to be the most difficult part with these. So that's awesome that she had somebody to help her out with it.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much, Gabrielle, for the review. All right, next up is our good friend Tabor Tech. And Tabor Tech was reviewing the Linksys 6E router. And Tabor Tech, as you can assume by his name, is a tech guy.
Love it.
I don't know if he's at the same level of technology expertise as you are, Matt, but he is a tech guy. He liked this thing, and what he liked about it was the easy setup. He said the instructions were solid. They were part of, I guess, the downloadable app. And he was able to keep the same name and password as his old router. And I guess he's got, like all of us, 30 plus devices. And so that was super easy for him. He liked the fact that he could do remote monitoring of the home's of his home's network. And he obviously knows his stuff. So, he was, I think, taking a look at the mesh aspect of it, and so he liked it. He liked the unit a lot. Some of his favorite features were the parental controls per device.
Nice.
So I guess on this unit, you can go in and do parental controls on every device that's plugged in and using the network, which, as you know, as a father of a young lad, that's a nice thing to be able to do with TVs, Xboxes, tablets, phones, what have you, right? And then to also be able to exclude or shut down specific websites. That's a neat feature of this router. So he really liked some of those features. What he didn't like, he said nothing.
Wow.
He said there wasn't anything yet that he didn't like.
That's great.
It's working exactly as he expected, and it's got excellent coverage, and he likes the look of it, which it is a pretty slick looking router.
Did he comment on the speed at all? That's I don't know if you're familiar, but these new 6E wireless routers, this is like a new wireless technology, and it's supposed to be exponentially faster than the old N-based routers. Did he mention speed?
He did not mention speed in his official review.
Okay.
Is he in the chat, Brandon? Did he mention speed in the chat?
The other big claim to fame to this thing, and something I did not realize until I started like really digging into why I was having so many connectivity issues at home, is there's a limited number of devices that a lot of wireless routers can connect to. And this particular one can do more than 65 devices, I think.
Wow. Supports 65 plus
And you
devices.
think, wow, I'd never have that many wireless devices in my house, right?
Oh, sure
But when
you do.
you think of all of the smart devices like a smart faucet and every smart outlet that you add and
all these
your
products that
TV
are coming online,
and
they're
your
IP,
phone
right?
and your washer and dryer now, and man, it's very easy to hit that device limit now.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something we have to start paying attention to.
Yeah. So TaborTech overall rating for him was a 10 out of 10.
Wow, that's fantastic. So
Said
glad
he
to
would
hear
definitely recommend this router to anyone. And the fact that it can be used individually or as part of a mesh network is icing on the cake, at least for him. So
That's great news.
TaborTech, thank you for the awesome review. C. Lemensky, thank you for the review of the car starter. And then Gabrielle Pember, thank you for the Atom Stack engraving machine review. So if you guys want to be a guest reviewer, simply join the Winner's Circle, our membership here on Review to You. And there's a link, I think, in the description as well for that.
Yep. And we choose that guest product reviewer every Sunday. That's been our cadence there.
That's right. So we'll do that again tomorrow.
That's right.
And we spin the wheel to select who's going to be the guest reviewer.
Yep.
I think that's a good way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Does that work pretty well?
Yeah, we've been working great.
Cool. All right. Now we're going to get into the top 10 products from Amazon that we reviewed in 2022.
Top
10.
This one. We've done some great products this year.
Yeah, I think they all blur together at a certain point, you know?
Along with the other 50 some products we receive each week from Amazon, right? Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
And so I'm thinking, what are we going to do? We're going to start with number 10.
Number 10.
You got Friday plans? Well, the Bev by Black & Decker, it's like a Keurig, but for booze. I thought this was interesting. I didn't get a chance to sample it and really test it out like you did. Give a quick rundown on why this made our top 10 list, Matt.
Sure. So as we go through this top 10, you know, I think our criteria was things that we use the most often still.
Yeah.
Things that we ended up buying ourselves after we gave it away. Mm-hmm. Or things we wish we would have kept. Right?
Yeah.
Now, this falls under the category of one of those things that we ended up buying another one to give away. And I really, really like this, the Bev. Yeah. My only complaint with it, though, is the fact that let's say you want a shot of Jack Daniels. Somebody just wants Jack on the rocks. You can't do that. You can't just say, hey, give me a shot. It always has to start with one of those pods.
You're right.
Right? Which is great if you don't ever want to think about it. You just want to put a pod in and get your drink. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. That's what it's meant for. Yeah. But it has so much more potential as a automated bartender that, you know, all the hardware's there, everything's there. They just didn't do it.
Right.
So,
and you know
that's
why?
my only complaint.
Because that's is a business. That's where they're making the money, is on the pods.
I'm so done with that though, right? I'm hearing now, you know, printer companies that you pay a little money and they'll give you more ink out of the cartridge that you already own. I saw a car manufacturer that you pay more money and they'll turn on heated seats in your car for you. It's not
So it's like a feature that's locked.
it's
Well,
you
not
bought it.
Well,
it's
it's
there.
not too dissimilar than, the Tesla. I've got a Model X.
I don't like that model.
You've got the full self-driving. There's all of these add-on features that require a monthly subscription.
But that's a choice from a business, right? And I think a lot of companies are going that direction for the recurring revenue. But if you look at Rivian in their Driver Plus system that they just came out with, it's free.
Yeah.
Right? They're not charging. Now, granted, it probably won't always be free. They'll probably change it, but different companies take a different perspective, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's with a car that is constantly evolving from a technology standpoint, like the Tesla. You get these periodic upgrades. I mean, think of a car that's got the ability to continually improve. That doesn't, these cars.
Software is one thing, though.
Yeah.
But hardware is something different.
Right.
If you already own the hardware and they're now charging you more to use it, like a heated seat, I don't know.
That's kind of gimmicky.
Or to get more ink out of the printer cartridge that you already bought.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
I'm with you. We're in alignment there. Number 9 was the Porta-Spit Rotisserie Barbecue Charcoal Grill. And again, this is another one of those products that I didn't get a chance to really, dig in. This had my vote just because I thought from I love to barbecue. This to me looked like a really cool engineering different take on the standard barbecue.
I just love the flavor of charcoal, and I love rotisserie chicken. So this just checked all the boxes for me.
But the angle that it put the charcoal, right? It kind of looked like it came from some different angles.
Yes, yeah. You definitely have to add more charcoal as it goes. It's not automatic, but let me tell you, the flavor and the finished product takes a little work. It takes some cleaning up, but I mean, it doesn't even compare to anything else out there.
How is that thing to break down and clean up and package back up to ship out to our winter?
Miserable. Like a lot of things, to be honest with you. Vacuums, those are horrible. Anything food related, but of course that is part of the reason why it takes so long to ship things out sometimes. So.
That's right. So number 8 was the Anker Liberty 4. So Anker, for me, was a product that I was very familiar with, but from the battery standpoint, And so when you were like, we've got these Soundcore, and I started to kind of dig in and do some research for the review, I was like really impressed. And then you obviously were hands-on. What'd you think about these noise-canceling earbuds?
I mean, they're light and the fit. I've never had earbuds that the fit was so good, honestly. I mean, these things are not coming out of your ear, which for me is the most important thing about an earbud.
Right.
And that's where these excelled. I mean, if I'm in a store and I'm looking at the Google Pixel Buds that we just reviewed, the new Apple AirPod Pros or these, I'm going with these.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but they really were that good.
Yeah, I had the Apples, and I don't have the Apples anymore.
You lost them?
Yeah, man, it fell out of my ear.
That's the worst.
Right?
And the price point on these, right? You can't beat them. So at least if you lose them, you're not going to feel as bad.
Yeah, the Googles looked interesting. I mean, the seal that they kind of are driving is a differentiator. How did those things feel in your ears?
I really liked them. At first, it was strange because they're not hanging.
You kind of lock them in, right?
Yeah, they're. It's a different feeling when they're in your ear, but I really like the flat face on it. That was easier for me to navigate with my finger than the AirPod Pros where you got to find the parts sticking down and then rub up and down.
It kind of reminded me of and we're much older than most of the people kind of watching, but it reminded me of the U.S. Enterprise and something that Sulu might have been wearing. Remember those little modules that they had, those little ear things? They just look like little buds kind of in your ears,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they sounded great, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's just I really, really like the fit of the anchors.
All right, number 7 in our top 10 products of 2022 was the Bellissimo semi-automatic espresso machine plus frother.
Now this falls under the category of something I wish I wouldn't have given away.
Yeah.
This, out of all the coffee machines we've reviewed, and for everyone we've reviewed, I probably tried 5 more at home. And this is that one I keep coming back to as, what I compare all the other ones to. It was just so simple and easy.
Yeah, gorgeous too.
The cleanup was easy. Like everything was just simple and easy. One button push to make your cup of coffee. I just really like that about that unit.
Yeah, really gorgeous unit. And we've done some really nice espresso machines on this channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody out there appreciates the level, the quality of those espresso machines that we've done, but there's been some nice ones.
Agreed.
All right, number 6 on our top 10 products of 2022 was the Mighty Carver. And that was in our 3 must-have Shark Tank products.
Yes.
That could change your life.
So, do you have an electric knife?
No.
Oh, it's such a game changer.
Why?
It's one of those things that you just don't use that often, but when you do, look at what this...
I know,
It demolishes anything you throw at it, right?
I get it, but
then look how it cuts meat. That's incredible.
But is it really that much better than like a really sharp Japanese chef knife?
Yes.
Like if it was so great, why aren't the top chefs in the world in there with like,
I have the answer to this for you. How good are you with a chef knife?
I'm pretty good.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
So I'm not. I know how to use one, but
the key is keeping it sharp.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe that's it. This thing you don't have to worry about. It's just easy. You pull it out and the thing will demolish anything. It makes you look like a pro with no effort.
Just from the thing looks cool and it's a great conversation starter at holiday parties. And and then you add on that it's functional, that it actually works.
Yeah.
It's hard to deny. And that's why it's done so well, I think, as a product, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the downside is it's just one more appliance in your kitchen, right?
Right.
And it's big.
Right.
So.
All right, number 5. Number 5 in our top 10 products of 2022 was the cold brew coffee at home.
Again, coffee is one of those staples for me that every single day, I got to have my cup of coffee.
Right here.
And, sometimes you wake up in the morning and the coffee hasn't been brewed yet. You need to go. I love this thing because you just open up the fridge. You pour it in there. You can make it a week ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's there. It's easy. And I kind of like cold brew. It's smooth. I love the flavor of it. The KitchenAid, it worked great. And it was this nice, thick, heavy, well-designed glass. That's the way to do it. There's not a whole lot of fancy technology that goes into it.
Sure.
It's functional, it looks good, and the price was right.
And you didn't experience any of the problems around the leaking of it?
No, never had an issue with that. I could see, like, maybe if you get some ground stuck in it, and you're trying to close it, it's not closing all the way. But
right. Yeah, no, this is what I go to, and what is this, $7.79 or something? They add up.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
From a cost standpoint. And so to be able to kind of make your own cold brew at home and have it in the refrigerator ready to go anytime makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So that was a cool product. All right, number 4. And number 4 was interesting. I was not familiar with Fossil in their smartwatches. Obviously, I'm familiar with the Fossil brand, but this smartwatch was a really, really gorgeous looking smartwatch, and the battery life is something that really, I think, separated it from a lot of the competitors in kind of that smartwatch field. But the looks of this thing, the rugged, gorgeous kind of like industrial you know, were really cool. It was a gorgeous watch. I know that was a tough one for you to ship out, right?
Yes, this is, and again, still to this day, I regret that one, right? But I have so many other watches that I just can't justify going out and buying another one. So, but I really, really like that watch. It checked all the boxes, and even the things that you maybe don't think about when you buy one watch, but how it sits on the charger. Mm-hmm. Right? Like the Garmin's, you have to plug them in. It's like a thing that clicks into the bottom of the watch. I don't really like that. I like the Apple, the Samsung style, this Fossil where you set it on a magnet. Mm-hmm. And then it could be by your bedstand, it could be on your desk, and you could still see the time on it. So again, this watch, the size, the shape, the software on it was fantastic. That one checked all the boxes.
Cool. Yeah, it was gorgeous too. All right, number 3 in our top 10 2022 products we've reviewed on the channel was the Yale Smart Lock. And, you know, I don't have one of these. And every time we do a review or, you know, we start doing some research on these kind of products, I go, God, why don't I have one of these? And, you know, I just have not taken the time to install, but they make so much sense, you know, especially if you're at a place where you've got a multitude of people coming in and out, like my office, right? This thing would be perfect at the office.
Yeah.
And I think I might grab this thing and stick it at the office. So if you lose your key, like all of those reasons that you normally, you know, would oh my God, you don't have a key, or it's solved with this. And then you can let people in remotely. Let's say you're at your house and somebody needs to get down into the studio here. You can unlock the door for them, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I have one of these on every door at my house now, and it's one of those products. I was going through the list. What could I not live without? Yeah. And this is one of those products, right? There's times where I go to yoga very early in the morning and I don't have house keys. I don't have house keys. Mm-hmm. And I don't have room in pockets for them. And I come home and then, you know, nobody else is up yet, so the garage is closed. I never have to worry about that. I can get into the house. And what I love about these Yales is the number one complaint, and I've actually been in this situation at somebody else's house where the battery in it died, and they didn't carry around the key. Right. So we had to call a locksmith to come out and, you know, pretty much destroy the lock to get into the house. But these Yale ones, they tell you, they like a month ahead of time, they tell you when the battery's starting to go dead. Yeah. So if you get into that situation, it's your fault. Okay. Right. And that's what I love about the Yales. The other ones I've seen out there, they don't announce like low battery, time to replace the battery, and then give you ample time to do it.
So I know the one that we compared it against, right? Was it the Q? Yeah. That had a key as a backup, right? The Yale didn't have a key.
Not this particular one. Okay. Yeah.
But they've got a version where you've got a key as well if you needed that. Yeah. Okay.
In the case of my friends, they did have the key, but they didn't have a key, right? And they didn't hide it outside their house. I mean, who really wants to do that nowadays? So, but again, that's what the Yale one doesn't have the key. That's not important to me. Knowing when the batteries are going dead is probably the most important thing. And that's where this thing delivers.
Cool. All right, number 2 in our list of top 10 products we've reviewed in 2022 was the Delta Monrovia kitchen faucet with Touch 2.0 technology. Now, we've got one of these at the house. I love them, man.
Once you go touch, you don't go back. Again, this was one of those categories that what could I not live without? And I say that, it seems so simple, but and I'm sure you do it. Every time you go to somebody's house and you go to wash your hands, what do?
That's it.
You just touch the faucet.
That's right.
And you expect it to come on.
That's right.
It changes the way you think in such a positive way, I think. But
dude,
they're so convenient.
You know what? I also do that with my car. I become so used to walking to my car and having
Yes.
the door open for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That I sometimes will walk up to like I get in my wife's car and I stand there for a second waiting for the door to open.
So
and it doesn't
funny.
happen, right?
Or get out of a car and you don't turn it off.
That's right,
You leave it
man.
running,
I
yeah.
totally leave the car running.
Yeah, it's same thing with these. It's such an advancement in the way you do things that it just, when it's not there, you really feel it.
That's right. All right, here we go. Number one. Our number one product of 2022 was the DeWalt screwdriver, the DCF 682N1, which I thought, dude, what are we doing reviewing a screwdriver? What? But man, that thing was so cool. And
I use it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, it's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it is, it's a combination of incredible engineering with, one of the most basic, simple, foundational tools that everybody has in their toolbox.
Yeah.
And the thing is just neat. It's just flat out cool.
I firmly believe that you could throw that thing at anybody and they'll love it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those products that it would be really hard to be like, there's this one thing I don't like about it, right?
Right.
It's that kind of product. It's fantastic.
Cool. Well, that was our top 10 products that we've reviewed in 2022. We hope you liked those. So let's move into now what we think is our favorite product, personally, that we actually purchased this last year.
Yes.
And so I'll let you go ahead and start. Or should I start, because you've raised the bar so much higher than mine?
Yeah, let's start with yours. I liked yours. So just to give a little background, we were trying to think of something different to do today. And one of the things we hear from the channel is that we bring a lot of products to the table that people just haven't heard about. So that was kind of our approach, is what's something that each of us has bought this past year that, that one purchase that we have no regrets for. It's been life-changing. We love it the most. And of course, we want to share that with you. So Gary, let me get this set up. Gary, you want to give any backstory on your product as I put it on the table here?
Man, I'm getting older, and there's you want to stay fit, and oftentimes for me it's hard to get to the gym, and so what is the basic? I always think of like Herschel Walker back in the day, not right now, currently as a politician, but as a kid growing up, I remember Herschel talking about doing push-ups and not lifting weights, but just doing push-ups. And it was some absurd amount that he would do every day as a kid growing up, right? It's like 1,000 a day or 500 a day and 1,000 sit-ups and all that stuff. So anyways, push-ups, everybody knows that push-ups are kind of a foundational exercise that anybody can do to stay fit every day. The problem for me is that when I would do push-ups, because of just, I think, all of the years of playing football, my wrists, a little arthritic or I don't know what would happen, but it really was hard to do push-ups. And so I found this thing, man. It's called the Perfect Push-Up. It's got over, I think, 500 ball bearings on the base. And so when
Can we go to this camera?
Yeah, when you're doing a push-up, it actually rotates, and you've got a really great grip to hold your base firm. Are you going to represent
Well,
and do
I'm
one?
not going to go full blown. I'll break this table.
All right.
But man, I can definitely see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I was so surprised when you brought these in this morning.
I couldn't think, like, what did I buy this year that I really enjoy, that I use? I haven't used these as much as I'd like in the last probably 6 months, but I think these are probably the best product that I've bought this year, as silly as that sounds. I don't know. I mean, it was the only thing I could kind of come up with that I thought, man, everybody can relate to this. Everybody, I think, at some level wants to be fit. Doing a push-up, every morning is something that everybody can do.
Yeah.
You don't need anything special to do it. And this really kind of accentuates and makes that push-up easier to do in a weird kind of a way. So that's what I came up with.
Well, I got to say, I am going to be buying a set of these after this because, I enjoy push-ups as part of my exercise routine. And I've suffered with that same issue, the stiffness in the wrist, right? And, I mean, coming from you, because you've never talked about these. You've never, said anything about them. So I was really surprised to see these. This is a product that I've seen on the Vine, that I've seen in different places. And I never thought to myself, oh, I got to try that. But now hearing this from you.
There you go. I'm here to help and share the gospel.
Man, I love it. And that's the whole point, I think, of this segment. So.
That's right. All right, Matt. So... Well, I know that you've had this longer than this last year, but I guess this is the new version of what you've been rolling with for quite some time now. And so share it with everybody.
This is something that you might have seen me riding in some of the videos. I have had one of these for probably 3 years now. It's a one wheel, and this is the latest version that came out earlier this year. It had a ton of problems at launch. These things, it's basically a one-wheel skateboard. So this is the box, and I have... they're very heavy. Wow. I have the actual thing here. And I'll tell you what I love about this thing the most is it's so versatile. So it checks the entertainment boxes, right, for me. It's something that my son Hawk and I will go and ride on trails. We go and ride along the park that's next to my house. It's just one of those things that we enjoy doing together. There's a lot of entertainment value out of it. But it's also very practical.
And this is the GT version?
This is the GT version. It's also very practical in the sense that, the studio is very close to downtown here. So lunchtime, I'll hop on this thing and ride downtown, get some lunch, or go get a cup of coffee. It's way easier than, hopping in a car, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Pretty pricey. Costs about $2,400. Has a 30-mile range on it, and it will go about 20 miles an hour. People can make these things go faster, but I like to cruise right about 18. But there's this, for me, it's almost like therapy, right? Because it gives you this feeling of floating. You can ride on grass, you can ride on sand, concrete. The motions are very similar to snowboarding or surfing. But you don't have to worry about catching an edge or anything like that. But, it's also, there's a huge community around this. So my original board, I probably put about 5,000 miles on it riding by myself. And then I discovered
Look at you go, Matt.
Yeah. Again, we've rode this thing on quite a few videos. But it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do on it. And I'm not even that good. There's other guys that, do amazing tricks and all kinds of crazy things on them. But all that said, the Consumer Protection Agency just announced a few weeks ago that they're urging people not to buy these or ride them because there's
they're dangerous.
Apparently, a serious risk of death involved with it.
Everyone I know, right? My son. Our cousin Steve, Bernie, everybody I know, that first week, they take a bad tumble.
Yeah, that's the reality of it. Is if you get one of these things, you learn how to ride it, you get overconfident, and then you crash. That's the order of events, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be impossible for you to not get overconfident, but what you can do is wear the right protective gear. So wrist guards, when we ride in the desert, we have full like jackets that are padded up. You know, I've seen guys with padded underwear and all kinds of stuff that they put on. So,
Ray is asking if you can ride up a hill.
yes, you can ride up serious hills. So I've actually ridden this thing up a mountain, which here in Arizona and Tempe, a mountain's this mountain. It's paved up. And it's a pretty serious grade. I want to say about 9-10%, if not more. And so these things, my point being, these things have incredible power. A hill is not an issue for them. It's more of a vehicle than it is a toy, to be honest with you. And it's very heavy. It's probably 45, 50 pounds.
Here's a good example. If you want to cut to the, I mean, that's pretty strong evidence that can go up a hill. Look at this guy.
And these things are built incredibly strong. Like, you'll see him. Oh, he could have rode it down the steps there. It wouldn't damage it.
Now, what are those units that I see, you know, like up in BC that almost kind of look like there's part of it that goes up to the knee and they're taking huge air jumps?
Yes. So those are called EUC. So if you search EUC, yeah. I believe most of them are made by Segway. It's a different kind of riding experience. Here on the one wheel, you're faced more sideways. Your feet are next to each other.
These guys
on
are...
the EUCs, you're facing forward.
Look at this.
They're pretty. Those are pretty scary in my opinion.
Oh my goodness!
Because if you fall, you're Supermaning, right? You're flying straight forward.
Well, how's that any different with the one wheel?
You're sideways, so it gives you an opportunity at least to run it out.
Okay.
But yes, a lot of fun, I gotta say. And again, there's certain precautions you need to take to stay safe, but again, life-changing for me.
Cool. Well, that was just a little segment we wanted to throw in there that Matt came up with. I thought that was a good idea. So whether it's push-ups or riding a one-wheel, we hope gave you guys exposure to a couple products that you might not have otherwise thought of. So cool. So let's get into announcing or revealing, I guess, our winners from the month of November. I can't believe it's the end of the year already.
Oh, my gosh.
So November, we had some pretty cool products. Started out the month with one of, I thought was one of our coolest videos. And I enjoyed doing the social media part of it with the big elk. I know that everybody kind of got that with the jerky, but so the product that we started out in November with was the Weston Brands Food Dehydrator. And our winner was Barbara Rife. So congratulations, Barbara. Hope you're enjoying that. And obviously it's not just meat, man. You can do fruits with this dehydrator. You can do all sorts of products with this thing. You made, obviously, some really amazing jerky that you never shared with Brandon or myself. How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like jerky that is dehydrated as opposed to cooked.
Or smoked.
Or smoked. Yeah,
Okay.
It's very different. And so that jerky was amazing. That's my type of jerky.
All right, cool. All right, so the next product up in the month of November was the Canon. There we go. The Canon IV2 Mini Photo Printer. And our winner was Haitian 26. And what I thought was cool about this printer, this product, was the sticker kind of aspect. People aren't probably super keen on printing products anymore, but, you know, having your photo be a sticker was a kind of cool differentiator, I thought.
Yeah, quality could have been better, though. That's the one downfall with these instant printers. It seems to me more like that 640 by 480 type, the old school resolution on them.
Right.
You know, and we've just gotten so spoiled with 4K and, you know, all the advanced cameras we have and that sort of thing. So, but again, quality's good. It's just, it's not like you're having pictures developed at, you know, the store.
All right, next product up was a different one for the channel, but I thought one that was, interesting and very functional, right? Like it was the countertop garbage disposal switch, which when Matt, kind of had this on the list of products, I thought, well, that's interesting.
Yes.
But man, it's very functional and it solves a problem.
Yes. So back in the day, they didn't put these switches in because of the risk of water and shock.
Right.
So somebody came up with this air switch, so it removed that risk. And now you can have your garbage disposal switch right there on the sink as opposed to on a wall or somewhere far away where you have to go hit it. So to me, that was the biggest differentiator there. It was something that a product that I wasn't aware of. And we actually bought Mike a new one just this past week because when I went to uninstall it, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I actually had a soap, a soap dispenser there before, so I didn't put a new hole in it. But when I went to remove it, I was like, no, I really like this thing. So again, it's one of those, it's kind of like the touch faucet. Once you have it, you don't want to let it go.
Yeah. So our winner was obviously Mike Morgan, one of the most just awesome guys on our channel.
I love his comments.
Always with a great comment.
Always a great comment.
He can email me later. Dude, I just am like, okay, what are they going to say? Because I
Although
always
email me
giggle.
later. She some of her comments make me blush.
She's a little blue. Yeah, I like that, though. I like that. All right, our next product in the month of November was the... What the hell was it? Oh, it was the Yale Smart Deadbolt that we just talked about. And our winner of the Yale Smart Lock was Vanessa R. There you go, Vanessa. Did Vanessa ever get back to us? Did she ever respond?
She did, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, next up was, oh my gosh, it was the Angle BP25, 25 quart roll top performance backpack cooler. Yeah, this thing was sick. I really, really like this, and I'm excited to really give it a hard trial here for the next 6 months, and then do a follow-up review. So Angle was kind enough to send out a brand new unit to our winner, Weekend Love 69.
After we put our video out.
That's right.
They told us no, but they liked our video so much that they agreed to send one out, right?
Yeah, that was cool. And
Yeah,
by the
very nice
way,
of them.
Weekend 69 or Weekend Love 69, that's the best name, right? It's the
Yes.
best screen name of anybody on
I've
our
actually
channel.
met him. He lives over on your side of town, over on the west side.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Angle, for hooking up Weekend Love 69. And, we'll do a follow-up review on that product here probably in, 4 or 5 months.
Yep.
And I'll really put that thing through its paces out at youth soccer games and baseball games and football games and maybe even a fishing trip.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right? See how that thing does. All right, next up was the Amazfit GTR4 smartwatch for men. I thought this was a pretty cool watch. You had a hands-on, wrist-on experience with it. What'd you think of this thing?
I liked it. Again, a great smartwatch, especially for the money. I like the size. Good software on it. Again, it's a true smartwatch, not like the Garmin. It had the big library of apps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
Cool. And our winner was Billy Kidd. Congratulations, Billy. Now, I don't know if did you know this about Billy? Billy is a big-time photographer.
That's what you mentioned that last live stream, I think.
Like big time. I checked out his website and wow, like he's done some amazing stuff over the years. So we thank you for supporting the channel, Billy, and being one of our subscribers, and congratulations on that. If you Want to see some of Billy's work? Just Google Billy Kidd, photographer, New York, and check it out. The guy's super, super talented. Next up was the AuraBox dash cam, and that was a two-piece unit, right? It had a rear camera as well.
Yeah.
So, again, another amazing job doing installation on this thing, Matt. Looked pretty straightforward.
Great camera, and the price. I think this thing was $65 or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
which I couldn't believe, given the software, the front and back camera, everything that came with it, and the quality of it. Right, turned on and off automatically with the car.
Yeah,
it's really everything you want in a dash cam.
Cool. So our winner of the AuraBox dash cam was Go Zane. Congratulations, Go Zane. Next up, these were all, I believe, in the live stream. It was the Nikon, what was it? The wireless mobile gaming controller. We had the Therabody wearable facial massage device. That was won by Maria 808. The gaming controller was won by Ronald Morel. And then we had the wireless gaming headset, and that was Nafal Rapati, who, as it turns out, I think was outside of the U.S., if I'm not mistaken. So we're sorry for not being able to deliver that, but right now we just do U.S. only on our giveaways,
customs
unfortunately.
is just too much of a hassle, and shipping costs get exorbitant.
But we sure appreciate our living in the U.S. viewers. And I know we've got a lot of viewers from India and from Mexico and from Europe. And so it's cool to kind of see where in the analytics where a lot of our viewers come from.
Yes, for sure.
And we're not just U.S. on at least views.
Yeah.
So maybe at some point we'll be able to expand it globally with the help of a shipping company. If there's any out there that want to get involved with us, that'd be cool.
Quick update in the chat. We actually have some of our winners. Billy Kidd is watching. Mike Morgan's watching. Weekend Love is watching. And he says he's using the angle right now for the Fiesta Bowl Parade.
Awesome.
Right. Weekend Love 69 using his angle backpack for the Fiesta Bowl Parade. Is that tonight?
Today, I think.
Today?
Yeah.
Sweet. Love it. Hi, Billy. Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, guys. All right, here we go. So those were the live stream winners. And then moving on to, I guess, the 18th of November was the best beginner RC plane on Amazon. And so, anytime we're doing anything that requires flight into the air and Matt's at the controls, you never know what's going to happen. It can be dicey. So I enjoyed watching your footage from this video that we did. And
once again, we ended up in a tree.
I knew at some point something was going to end up in the tree. And sure enough, you got her up in there. But, the thing about these planes, man, is because I remember when I was growing up and you'd fly an RC plane, you crashed it. That was it.
Yeah.
It was done.
Yeah.
Right? But these planes now, with the Eurofoam or whatever the hell it is, the styrofoam that's like bendable and pliable, man, you can really crash these hard and they just keep going.
For sure. Yeah, I was so, years ago, I was so intimidated by these things exactly because of what you said, right? It's one and done type thing. These things now, I mean, I crashed this thing in the video no less than 24 times, and it still was in perfect condition. So, yeah, they're amazing.
That's cool. Jasmine Cole.
A lot of fun.
One of our longtime subscribers. Congratulations, Jasmine. We hope you're enjoying your flights on that thing. Next up on the 21st, that was, again, part of the live stream, was the DeWalt 20-volt max cordless wet dry vacuum. That was fun. That looked like the thing with this type of a product, or at least this particular unit, was just the suction quality, or the amount of suction you get out of this thing. It is what it is. It's a remote, vacuum for cleaning your car. It's not like a household vacuum cleaner that's got tremendous suction. There's others out there that probably suck a little bit harder. But this thing, the thing with this that made it really interesting is if you've got a DeWalt product, that 20-volt battery is going to be used on this thing, and the battery life on this thing was better than any of its competition, right?
Yeah. I mean, this almost made the top 10, to be honest with you. It probably was number 11. And I think the game changer here was I had another vacuum that was battery-powered, a battery-powered canister vac. It's great for cleaning out the car or, the getting ash out of the grill, places like that where you don't have a plug. But the issue with that particular battery-powered canister vac was it had one battery, and it only lasted you maybe 10 minutes. The glory with this thing is you could put one of the big 60-volt DeWalt flex batteries on it, use it for a half hour, put another one on there, use it for another half hour. You never have to worry about it going bad or going dead, not having a battery, right? That's the game changer there.
Cool. All right. And the winner of the DeWalt wet dry vacuum was Lisa KC. Congrats, Lisa. All right. Next up was the Motorola Baby Monitor. And not just one, but two units on this thing. And
camera system.
And I think even Brandon's nephew made it into this video. So that was cool. Keeping it in the family. Not having to pay those SAG fees. Yeah, I thought this was a cool, and obviously these baby monitors, especially this type of a baby monitor, you can use them for so many other things, right? Like this could be a security camera that you can move around remotely and control. And it's not just a baby monitor. It's really a camera, hybrid camera system.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the tilt and pan on this thing was awesome, and ease of setup. That's really where this thing excelled.
And being able to tell the temperature in a room.
Brilliant.
What? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Next level technology.
Yeah.
So, anyway, congratulations to our winner, Sean Schaefer, 2369. Hope you enjoy that. All right, next up on the 25th was Make Your Christmas Tree Spin, 360 degrees. And so I think on this video, we not only gave away the spinner, but we also gave away the tree, right?
I don't think we did the tree.
Did we just do the spinner?
Yeah, we just did the spinner, yeah.
All right, cool. So there it is right here.
Well, this is a different one. This isn't the one that we did the video on. This is the one that we recommend because it's, as you see, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
360. This is the right way to do it.
Right. The other way, the cord, you've got to go 180 and then back 180.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the cord will go.
This one has a mechanism built into the bottom where the plug actually rotates with the tree, so it gives you that flexibility.
Yeah. All right, cool. So the winner of the 360-degree Christmas tree spinner was Becca C. Becca's been a long time follower of the channel. Thank you, Becca. Congratulations. All right, next up, on the 28th, we're getting to the end here, was the Soundcore by Anker Liberty 4 earbuds. We just talked about these. Pretty nice earbuds. And they were won by Mr. Redford. Congratulations, Mr. Redford. Mr. Redford's been a long time follower of the channel as well. And what did we end up doing on Mr. Redford? Didn't he have another? I think he had another product. He had one of the Shark Tank things.
All three of the Shark Tanks.
Oh my God!
Yes, we gave all three away to one person.
All right. Well, I know we already communicated with Mr. Redford on the mechanism for that. I think we're going to combine everything, but the shipping is a monstrous task with all three of those.
Well,
like, what's the box look like?
And
for that?
with Christmas.
Oh, yeah, Christmas too. So hang in there, Mr. Redford. We'll get those out to you as soon as we can. All right, next up on the 30th. This was a cool one. You know, these things are really big right now. We did a Versus. We did the Paracat 5G Wi-Fi native 1080p 4-key supported projector against the Fudani native 1080p Wi-Fi Bluetooth projector. So we had two on this and we let everybody select which one they wanted.
Yeah.
So with these projectors, they always use this kind of secret word or phrasing called 4K supported, right?
Or 5G. What is
Or
5G? Yeah,
right?
what's the 5G really?
I don't know, man. But like, they're not true
No.
4K projectors. But that said, the quality, the resolution at 1080p is pretty damn good.
Fantastic
Right?
for a projector and for that price point, really.
So anyway, we had two winners. And so the winner of the Paracat was Gary Flat. Congratulations, Gary. And the winner of the Fudani was Patricia Reidenauer. So congratulations to you both. And that's it. That was our complete list of all of our winners from November. And the total amount of November, Matt, was... What was the total amount of what was the retail value, Matt,
I just pulled that up
of everything in
and
November?
texted it to you. I
right.
believe it was 2,000. Hold on, I got it right.
2,940 $2,940 from November. And that doesn't include shipping, Matt, does it?
No, that's just.
So that was a good month.
Yeah.
It's a good month for our subscribers. All right, cool. Just a reminder, guys, if you're interested in the giveaways for today, and we're talking about a really awesome soundbar, 100-watt TV soundbar that will be given away, a 60-watt Bluetooth portable speaker, a mini portable projector. I think it's 720p, compatible with full HD 1080p. And then we've got a printer machine,
The little label maker.
a little label maker, and then we've got a Wi-Fi trail camera, a 4K version that includes a 64 gigabyte SD card. If you're interested in any of these cool products as we get in here another week for Christmas, you want to get a last minute kind of, I don't know that we'll get these things shipped out in time for Christmas, but you know, you could let whoever you're thinking about maybe gifting, or if you're gifting yourself, it'll probably be after Christmas. But the link to enter is in the description, so click it and check it out if you want to throw your name in the hat. We'll be doing the drawing here real shortly on these products. So, live Q&A. What do we got here? Do we have anything kind of queued up that we can answer? If there's any questions, looks like some new names in here. I've never seen Albert before. Just blows my mind how much you all give back to your viewers. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, it blows our mind too. In fact, you know, we're really talking, and I guess, do you want to get into this a little bit about what we're thinking about doing, or do you want to save that for kind of the wrap up?
No, we can talk a little about it now.
So we're thinking about making some changes to the channel, right? We started this channel almost 2 years ago now, right? 19 months, 20 months ago. And the goal was to give away every product that we review. And I think that's one of the things that's differentiated us from other review channels out there, right? And there's a catch-22 to that. I think that there's a perception by most people that when you use the word giveaway, that there's some sort of hustle taking place.
Yeah.
There's some sort of fraudulent scam kind of thing going on, right?
Yeah. Or it's commercialized.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're a brand giving this. It's more like a commercial or promotion.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're really leaning towards pulling back on the giveaway aspect of the channel.
On the reviews.
On the reviews. I think what we want to do is raise the bar with our winner circle giveaways / reviews, right? Mm-hmm. I think we want to raise the bar there a little bit, but thinking about pulling back on the 3 times a week giveaways, and really elevating the quality of the products that we're reviewing and maybe even taking it back to 2 reviews a week so we can really raise our quality game. That's kind of what we're thinking.
And there's a lot of drivers to it, right? The Vine program has changed. They recently added a lot of people, so it's been harder and harder to get, the newest, greatest products that we want to review. So that's been a limiting factor for us. Also, there's tax implications, right? We're limited in how much of a product we can give away before we have to, or how valuable a product we can give away before we have to start doing tax paperwork, things like that. So the giveaways have also limited or dictated what products we review. So there's been, you might have saw me wearing 4 smartwatches the other day. We're actually working on a video on, can you trust the data that your smartwatch gives you, right? And we struggled with that video because what do we give away? We already gave away all the watches.
Right.
So it has, as much as we love it, and it's the reason we started the channel, it's actually, been a hindrance in some cases as well. So, we don't want it to be a growth limiter for us, but we don't want to lose the essence of the channel at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. So nothing's set in stone. I think, we're just discussing right now, but expect some changes in 2023 and changes for the better.
Yes.
Right.
But we'd love to hear your feedback on it too, right? Like we're not committed to anything. Maybe it's one of these situations where if it makes sense, we could give the product away, we will. I don't know. We're looking for feedback, and this is a hard change for us,
sure.
Right? This is something that we're not sold 100% on. It's just at the end of the day, we have to look at the numbers, and we want to keep the channel going, so we got to keep it realistic at the same time.
True that.
So
I mean, at the end of the day, all that said, our desire is to make great content that has value to everybody that watches it, right?
Yeah.
So, if you are making a purchase decision on something, we want our channel to be a source where you can go and get some information that'll help you make that purchase, not just sell the product and generate, from some affiliate link. Although that, listen, this is our full-time gig, you know, and so the reality is, we have to, we have to make a living on the channel, and that's not really been happening. So, but again, the primary thing is, do our videos provide value from a consideration standpoint on these products? Because a lot of these products, I think, are our goal, anyways, is to do product reviews with higher ticket items, computers. Right,
the things that require more research when you buy them.
That's right. Right, and really digging into the pros and cons, and really saying, hey, watch out for this product. Here's some of the pitfalls. Here's some of the things to consider. Oh, and by the way, maybe this other product might be a better product for you if you need a laptop or a PC or whatever it happens to be. Right.
Yep.
So anyway, all things to think of. Let's get into the Q&A. Right?
Just to close on that, though, I think we are talking about, we haven't set it in stone, but we are talking about after Christmas, maybe taking a week or two to make these adjustments. We got to change some of the copy on the site and in the videos.
Well, we'll still put out content. It just won't be, I think, in the same form. Right. Well,
so the schedule what we're saying, the schedule might be a little different for the next couple weeks after Christmas.
Yeah. But
so don't be alarmed. We're just making a few changes, and we'll be back to our regular schedule.
Regular scheduled programming
early in January.
All right. I'm going to just cruise through here real quick. And what do we got from a total on here, Brandon? How many people we have on the stream? Can you tell?
24.
Yeah, that's not bad. 24. Shoot. All right. Any questions that I'm missing, Brandon, that have come up?
Asking if are the boxes in the back empty?
They
The
are.
boxes behind my head? Yeah.
This is a backdrop. Gary didn't like just the white wall with the outlet with no cover on it.
Yeah.
So we made this.
I came up with the idea, and Matt executed it flawlessly. I think it looks phenomenal, considering what we do. Right?
Yes, of course.
I mean, I think it's a great backdrop. All right, so I'm gonna work back from the bottom or the most recent. So, Mike Morgan, I want to win a Tesla. Mike, I want to win a Tesla too. We did give away a Tesla.
We did.
Mike, you had a chance, buddy. There was a
Again,
window.
That's where it all started, right? Is when we did the accessories for the Model 3. What do we give away? And, if we gave away accessories and somebody didn't actually have a Model 3, well, what point is that? So,
Yeah.
Again, that just highlights some of our struggles.
All right, Albert says Matt's rants always sound pretty honest. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why we put them in there.
for sure. They're honest. Again, we don't have any brands sending us these products. We're buying these products and so, or we get them off the vine. So we're not, worried about what some brand thinks about an honest review, right? So yeah, they're always going to be honest. That's the one thing you'll always get with this channel is our honest opinion. All right, question for Matt. Random question from LA Estrada. I see you're a skateboarder. Did you name your son Hawk after Tony Hawk?
That's funny. No, it's it did not work out like that. It's his name was a team effort, and I can't even take credit for it. But yeah, one of the his actual name is Hawkin, Hawkin, and about 3 years ago, he decided he did not like his name, which I think is an awesome name, and decided he wanted to be Hawk. And so and of course, whenever I introduce him to somebody, I always say Hawkin, and he gives me that.
Yeah, I made the
Dad
mistake
look,
I think a couple months ago
Yeah.
on that. So I apologize, Hawk. I know now it's Hawk. I mean, I like either one, Hawk and Hawk.
Yeah.
It works for me.
You've experienced it
Oh, of course.
when you don't call him Hawk, yeah.
Yeah, and I get it. You want to identify as who you want to identify as.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Right?
awesome.
You got to
Part of growing
respect
up.
that. I was going to go back up. Hold on one second. I'm going to just address Weekend Love 69, who wants us to sing a Christmas song.
Oh, definitely.
We'll do that on the way out.
Love it.
Weekend Love 69.
What does he want to hear?
I don't know. But go ahead, Brandon.
I was just going back to Reyes. He was asking if the boxes behind you were empty, but these boxes over here are not empty.
Yes, there's a lot off the.
Yeah, those are all full. It's just behind us that are empty. All right, here we go. Another question. If someone, this is from Sandy Rose, who I really like, and that silver medallion, Sandy, looks great next to your name, by the way. But her question is, if someone wins a product that they absolutely cannot use, I don't know what that would be. I guess maybe a garbage disposal, something like that could be.
Yeah.
She wants to know, can it be traded for something of equal value?
It's a
That's a
great
tricky one.
it's a great idea and something we've thought about doing before, but in practicality, I mean, I really don't have a list of everything we have in here in a warehouse, right? So it's like, I mean, the process of, okay, you won this, and then we got to provide, 100 or so alternatives.
The
to
short
people.
answer, Sandy Rose, is probably not.
Yeah, it's just
You
not
know,
practical.
You're probably going to have to swap that out or re-gift it to someone else. We wish we could do that, but if we started doing that, we'd be doing that, I think, a lot.
Yeah, we couldn't execute it.
All right. Susan B., thank you. She says, we're Santa Clauses all year long. This is true. Billy Kidd says he was raised in Arizona. He's lived all over the place: Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe, Mesa. Where are y'all? So, Billy, I live downtown Phoenix with my family, in sort of one of those old historical neighborhoods that, well, we live in Encanto Palmcroft. I'll just say where it is. If you want to come and find me, come look. I'm right here. But Encanto Palmcroft. So this is the first planned residential community in Phoenix. So, you know, our house, the houses in our neighborhood, they're all like, you know, touching 100 years old. And so Matt lives down here in the great city of Gilbert.
Yes, I'm in that'd be southeast Gilbert. So down surrounded by dairies, and what used to be farmland 4 years ago is now, you know, all new houses being started. So, and then our studio is here in downtown Gilbert.
Awesome. Rick Bryant, December prizes. I don't know what that means, but yeah, we don't really know what the schedule. Oh, December prizes will be announced next month.
Well, we announce them on the community tab as people have won them. He might be asking about the shipping of them. I know a bunch got labeled yesterday, and they're either going to get dropped off today or Monday morning. So what happens is when they get dropped off, then it automatically sends out the tracking information. So not sure if what he's asking there, but if he's looking for the winners, they're under the community tab. If he's looking for when it's going to be shipped, it should go out today, Monday.
Cool. All right. So wrapping up here, Sienna Holmes wants to know, are you going to review a snowblower? Wink, wink. I mean,
it's funny because I had one. I had a Greenworks battery powered snowblower, which I thought was brilliant. But how do I test it?
Yeah.
Right. So we got no snow. I'd have to drive up north.
My God, it sure feels cold enough. It's not quite 30, 32. But it sure feels cold enough to test a snowblower today, I'll tell you that. All right, so I think did I miss anything else, Brandon? I mean, that looks pretty much like all the questions. Yeah, not a lot of action. Everybody's got things going on this Saturday. So I think we could probably wrap this bad boy up and do the giveaways, right?
Yeah. So if you want to prep the giveaways.
Okay.
Any other questions I could field while we're doing that, Brandon? We got Silver here. You want to say hi, Silver? He's laying on the couch next to me.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. We've only got 16 entries. Man, your odds are really good if you're in this thing that you're going to walk away with something. All right, I'm going to shut it down right now. It's over.
You know,
All
and
right.
that really surprises me on these giveaways. And you know, going back to that, some of the changes we're thinking about making is the odds of winning, like even on the watches.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's incredible. But I think the reality is there's the majority of people, other than, you know, the small crew we got here, I guess just don't believe in free or don't want free, or
they don't think it really is free. Like there's some catch. There's some hook. I wish there was a hook. I mean, because we spend a lot of money on shipping these things out.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why we do, and we're doing initially the winner videos, and now we do the the winner review where we reveal who won the previous month. But nobody would watch the winner videos, so we stopped doing those and we just kind of compile them.
Yeah, and again, you guys got to keep in mind that we're playing a game against the YouTube algorithm, right? So, you know, YouTube's very smart. They're looking in it. They're looking in videos for keywords that they don't like, but they don't tell you what they are. So as far as we know, giveaway could be one of them. Winner could be one of them. And then when we have a video that does really well, gets thousands of views next to a winner video that gets maybe 100 views, it limits the success of our other videos, right? So we're having this is all new to us. This is the first time we're doing this. So it's been a lot of learning and tuning and adjusting and
all right, people just want to go and win some stuff. You ready to go?
let's do it. Let's give some stuff away.
All right, here we go. What are we going to do first, Matt? Hold it up. Show
I'll tell you
everybody.
what. Let's start from the back and work forward. Let's give away your push-ups first.
No, I'm not giving those away.
Kidding. Let's do the portable wireless speaker first.
All right, here we go. Portable wire speaker. Do you want to go to my Wheel of Fortune here, Brandon? Here we go, guys. Boom. Who is it? Laura.
All right.
7652. Congratulations. You are the winner of the portable wireless speaker. So I will we'll shoot you an email here in the next 24 hours. Got your email right here. So congratulations. All right, moving on.
How about a projector? We actually picked this one up. We were going to review it along with other two projectors we did, but anytime we start reviewing more than two products at once, it gets really complicated.
That's cool.
So,
That thing's small and portable. It looks cool. All right, let's spin the wheel. Here we go.
I know a lot of people want projectors. Hopefully this is one of them.
Oh. I don't know my name, 4232.
They just won something last week. Yeah.
So we're going to exclude them. No, I'm just kidding.
No. No.
All right. Congratulations. I don't know my name.
What did they win last week?
4232. I'm going to tell you right now what they won.
The Luna controller, maybe.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't go to my... Yeah, it was the Luna controller.
Yeah.
So we can double box that.
I know.
Ship it out to them.
Fantastic.
Efficiency. That's what we're all about.
How about the Bigfoot camera?
All right, Bigfoot camera, the trail cam. All right, here we go. Spin the wheel. Oh, Beefer Baron. Congrats.
He hasn't won in a minute.
No, he hasn't.
Where's he been?
He's been, I don't know where he's been.
He was watching earlier. I don't know if he's still with
All right. Well, congratulations, Beefer Baron. We'll shoot you an email and coordinate. We've already got your address. But thanks, buddy. Here you go.
Let's do the printer here. So this is similar to the
Canon?
The Canon one. Yeah.
Super small.
Yep.
Do you have to use proprietary paper for it?
You do.
All right. Who makes it? Punching Chong?
No, Phenom. This is actually a big brand for these label printers, these portable label printers.
Awesome.
Hawk actually has one. I'm not going to say he uses it all the time, but I have seen him use it.
All right, cool.
So.
Here we go. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Mr. Tully 41, congratulations. You got yourself a new little printer that you could stick in your little back pocket if you wanted.
That's another name I haven't seen.
Mr. Tully?
In a minute.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
I love it. I love it when people kind of reemerge.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all
congrats,
right, now
Mr. Tully.
Now, this soundbar, this is one of these ones that it's manufactured under a bunch of different names, and a bunch of different sellers have it. But at the end of the day, it's a solid unit.
Solid.
I have one from a different maker.
Yeah.
But it's essentially the same thing, just a different box, different name, and it is loud. It gets the job done.
Well, I mean,
for sure.
how do you think it'd compare with like the Samsung that we just did? That thing was loud.
That thing was loud, but the dynamic
Clarity, yeah.
on the clarity and the dynamicness of
That's
those
the most
speakers.
smoking deal for 179 in the history
Incredible.
of audio home theater equipment.
Hands down.
Check
Like,
out our video if you haven't seen it already.
That was Friday's video, right?
That was just yesterday.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome product.
Yeah, I
for
don't want to
175.
take anything away from this soundbar, but sit next to that one, it's hard to compete.
All right. Well, this one's free. So here you go. Let's spin the wheel. Wrap this thing up. I'm freezing in here. Uh-oh.
LA Estrada, is it? Oh, it's getting close.
LA. Congratulations, LA. You got yourself a new soundbar. Man, I want to say, I think in the comments yesterday in the video of the Samsung, she said something about, maybe it was her, was it LA, that said something about not having a soundbar? There you go.
The
Wow.
universe has spoken.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it when it does that.
All right. That is it on the giveaways, and that is pretty close to being it for the live stream. I think, like we have the last couple live streams, we want to, I think, go out with a toast. Compliments of our good friend, Darren Lincoln, who was kind enough to supply us with some of his limited release Cotton Hollow Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey that we didn't get from him. We actually had to go down to Texas and get ourselves, because he's not allowed to sell it in Arizona. We went down to Texas
Or ship it.
to get it. But we'll do a little toast here to kind of wrap up the live stream. And wow, that's a lot, Matt. Jeez,
Sorry.
dude. It's Saturday. It's before noon. It's 10:34 here. All right, Brandon, get in here.
Sorry, I only had 2 pre-made ice cubes.
Brandon, get in frame here, Belle.
Let's get shafted.
Cheers. And here's to
Cheers.
you guys.
Happy holidays.
Thank you for all the support over the last couple years. And we wish everybody a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah. Just happy holidays. And we wish you much prosperity and great health in 2023.
And
Thank you
great
for all your
great
support.
luck.
And great luck. Luck is the residue of design, however.
Yeah.
But cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys.
It just got warmer.
Dang. All right.